Hey y'all, thanks for coming by. So I opened Twitter this weekend and I see that local YouTube video essayist Contrapoints is trending, and I thought that was kind of weird just because she usually doesn't release videos that quick, and usually when she does, that's when she's trending. So I was kind of curious. I thought that she had put something up and clicked on it and see what was happening, and no, it wasn't a video. It wasn't a video. Um, People got really upset over a tweet that she made and deleted about the confusing sort of way that people will describe themselves nowadays regarding their sexualities and trans status, things like that. And yeah, she deleted the tweet. People got really, I think that honestly the backlash that came from it wouldn't have been so bad if she just hadn't deleted it. But what can you do? Hindsight and all that. Um Kind of brings me to the point that I want to make today, though, about parasocial relationships online. I notice it a lot more with left-leaning content creators and stuff like that regarding these sort of parasocial relationships that form from their communities. I notice it a lot more on the left than I do on the right. And honestly, I feel like that's just the type of audience and the creators themselves. There are a lot more choices with right-leaning creators just in general for people to pick and choose from, whether they, with who they're watching, things like that. I think that with any kind of content creator relationship that you might have, it's nice to find content that you agree with and approve of and things like that, but you need to understand that these all of us, the stuff that we post, things like that, especially when it comes to video essayist, that kind of stuff, you have a lot of time to edit and make sure that the stuff you're saying, it can't be construed incorrectly from what you mean. I do think that's kind of the problem when it comes to social media platforms like Twitter in general, because with Twitter, it's a lot of the times it is about a knee-jerk sort of reaction, especially to get that sort of engagement on the stuff that you make. So sometimes with these kind of posts, people of course take it in the worst sort of light, whether it's they think this creator should know better, and I put that in quotes, know better, or they're looking for something just to be angry about for whatever reason. With the content of what she said, though, I do kind of get that point. Just with, if you do a little bit of reading into some of the stuff, some of these kind of concepts, it does make sense. But just on a face value level, for if you were to overhear somebody saying something like, I'm asexual, but I love sex, to someone down here where I live in the South, they would be really confused with something like that, just on face value. They would just not know what that meant. Again, you could do a little bit of searching into it and figure out what exactly asexuality means. But if you just hear somebody say, I'm asexual, but I love sex, most people who aren't very well versed in these kind of things would take that as kind of confusing. Or to say something like, your heterosexuality does not affect your status as a gay person. I could see something like that, I believe you could take something like that as meaning like, if you're in a bisexual relationship, or if you're a bisexual person, let's just, as an example, if you're a bisexual man and you're in a relationship with a woman, that doesn't make you any less bisexual. But again, hearing something like that on face value from someone who's either not that into it, doesn't know enough, or has a good grasp on it, might not understand what that means. It is important to be clear when you say these kind of, just anything in general. I think it's important to be accurate with the stuff that you say, especially when you have a big following. But on the other hand, though, why do you take the stuff that these people say so seriously? I could even look at the tone from that and take that as a joke, but honestly, I look at the person who's posting that content to kind of make that judgment as well. I don't really understand the issue with it, but again, what do I know? If you think that she should have walked that back or said more, hey, let me know what you think in the comments. But honestly, anytime I see her trending on Twitter, I'm just hoping it's a new video. It wasn't this time, but hopefully next time it will be. We'll see what happens.